And we are recording now. Awesome. Hi, I'm Sean Watson, and I'm with Mo Valley Productions, a video production and script writing services company here in Omaha. And I'm talking with a friend of mine, Bo Hansen. And Bo, go ahead and introduce yourself when you are free.
Thanks for the nice introduction. Bo Hansen, CPA. I work with my wife for our self-named firm, Sheila Hansen LLC. I've been a CPA for about 10 years now, after graduating from Lincoln with my master's in accounting.
Awesome. And how did you meet Sheila?
We met during college, actually at work. So we worked together when we met. She graduated out of college a year ahead of me, worked at Lutz accounting firm in Omaha. Mm-hmm. I joined Lutz a year later. Then we worked again together for 4 years. Then she went off on a separate private controller job for about a year, and then formed Sheila Hansen LLC about 4 years ago. And in the ramp up to build up the firm, she was my office assistant at my past controller job. So we've known each other for 14 years, and I think we've worked together for 10 or 11 of those years. So a lot of people say, how could you work for your spouse? We guess say the opposite. We don't really know anything different. So.
Wow, that's awesome. So you guys are a true mom and pop shop, correct?
That is correct. It's just her. She's the sole owner, and then I'm her employee. Although it's technically volunteer right now, we joke around because she hasn't quite done that paperwork for the payroll. So I tell her the trade-off is I get unlimited days off. So
nice. And you guys have kids?
We do. We have 2 boys, a 5.5-year-old who will hopefully be able to start kindergarten in the fall here at Blair. And then just this past December, we had Knox. So he's just turned 5 months earlier this month.
Awesome. Congratulations. And how much fun is it working from home?
We enjoy it. We live out on an acreage in between Omaha and Blair. So we get to enjoy the countryside and greenery this time of year, the blizzards when it's that time of year, changing colors in the fall. We had already started a transition. I had started a transition to be able to work from home at my last job. So I had the full setup with computer and all that ready to go. And then Sheila's had her own desk since she switched full time. So we were already working from home before pandemic time.
So you don't share a desk at home? It's not the kitchen table or anything?
No. She had her office in our spare bedroom, which has now been taken over by Knox, the little man. And then I was just downstairs kind of in my main man cave area. I just have the computer hooked up to an array of TVs. So nice. I have 2 TV monitors stacked up on top of each other and sit in my studio chair. And then Sheila has her desk now right adjacent to that since switching over to Knox's room. So no, we don't have to butt heads or shared spaces or tools or anything. So
sounds like fun. So I'm sure you have a lot of invigorating discussions at night and around the dinner table.
That's the one people have always kind of chuckled at us and asked about. Yeah, 2 CPAs, you guys must be pretty dang exciting. And they're like, well, for the most part, that gets shut off at night, and then it gets launched into me trying to talk to her about sports and her trying to talk to me about the social media blog world. We each get our piece in, but at least we know shared experiences when it does come to work. So you're not talking about stuff out of left field for your career, one or other. So the biggest fight usually every day is who's going to pick the music or who the DJ is going to be.
So yeah, it sounds like you like sports and she likes blogging. What else do you guys like to do for fun? Because you seem like very fun-loving people.
Sheila's kind of an outdoor country girl. That's ironic because she actually grew up in Omaha and I grew up in a small town kind of in rural Nebraska. But she has a horse, Cash, that we got last year. So she is outside every day tending to him. I enjoy landscaping, gonna get my garden going here. I've been to every Husker home game since 2004.
Wow.
So I'm nervously awaiting if we can go to games this fall. So
Mhm.
we'll see if that come. And yeah, also, yeah, like hiking and then just spending time with the boys and family.
So is Sheila a Johnny Cash fan?
A Johnny Cash fan?
Yeah.
Not really.
Uh,
She, no.
did you say the horse's name is Cash?
Yeah, like
Okay.
money. Yep.
Oh yeah.
And we didn't name him.
Oh okay.
Yeah, it was a horse that my wife's best friend out in the Sandhills has had for about 15 years. They actually got him when Sheila lived with her friend while attending college. So she met him then when he was like 2 or 3, and he got broke in and then taken out to the Sandhills to be a working ranch horse. And then he got old enough in the last couple of years that it wasn't great to have him be a day-to-day horse, but he's like 19, so he still has 10 plus years left on him. It's fun to look where he's at in the pasture every day. I never thought much of it, but I told her it's pretty cool. You wake up, see where he's at.
So he's at your house? At your
Yep, yep.
oh,
We
awesome.
put in a little barn last year and have 3 of our 5 acres fenced in. So he just wanders around that every day, just loving the green grass right now.
Sounds like a lot of fun. So I know we've all been going through this pandemic, and you guys have had a lot of questions about the CARES Act. So what's your advice as CPAs for small business owners to where do we go next after all this CARES Act stuff is done? We are able to open up and get living again. What should we do?
So for those who haven't filed, part of the CARES Act was extending personal and business returns to July 15th. And then we haven't gotten great clarification yet on if you would have to extend past July 15th if the normal 6-month rule kicks in, or if it remains the old extension dates, which would be corporate on September 15th, individual are due finally on October 15th. And just a word of caution, as always, with that first July 15th deadline, if you do have to extend past that, your tax for 2019 is due. So you need to at least come up with some kind of estimate of what your income will be, so you can make an estimated tax payment. Otherwise, penalties and interest would start to accrue at 7/15 if you don't file, until October 15th. As far as that, one thing that we kind of preached right away with people trying to seek out the loans was just, know your numbers. That allowed people to make quicker decisions on if they would need the PPP or the EIDL type loans. If they do, how much, what could be kind of shut down or delayed, during this time. Moving forward, the people that did get those loans, those have a 1-year deferral. So you won't have to start making payments on them generally until 2021. And then hopefully a piece of both of those will be forgiven or treated as grants. Um, and then just, I think, as everybody's been shut down and you couldn't meet face to face, doing stuff like we're doing today is more important than ever. Have a social arm, have an arm that can reach people without being able to get to them face to face. A lot of jobs now can be national jobs. Even if in the middle of Nebraska, we have clients in Utah, in Illinois, in multi-states, Kansas. That's almost all done remotely. I think that would be my biggest tips for moving forward.
And another thing, bookkeeping is not a fun thing for most of us small business owners. So, what's the biggest hurdle you've seen with small business owners trying to do bookkeeping, and what direction can you give there?
Yeah, good question. The biggest thing is pick a system that you understand and that you can touch regularly. If you are going to do it completely yourself, QuickBooks Online is the most widely known, the most user-friendly. That's the one we promote. If you do your work at least monthly, it never builds up that much. That makes it never more than about maybe an hour task to post your transactions, reconcile your accounts. Whereas if, you wait to the year, like, yeah, it becomes like a 10, 12-hour task, and that
Mhm.
sucks. Yeah, I mean, even when we have to do that, we have some tips and tricks and maybe a little more efficient than the average business owner, but it still is not a fun process to be doing that stuff for 8, 10, 12 hours straight. Um, and then if you do find that it is just thoroughly unenjoyable for you, or you don't have the time, seek out someone like us. That's what we're here for. We enjoy doing it. We have good packages centered around us doing everything to the business owner doing almost everything, and we're just reviewing. Really just, yeah, keep up to date with it, do it consistently, have a system.
Awesome. Well, great. How can somebody get a hold of you if they need to get some help?
You can apply to be our client at Hansen, HANSENLLC.net. Otherwise, reach out to us via email, which is bo@hansenllc.net, or Sheila, SHEIL, at hansenllc.net. Those are the best two. We also have a business Facebook page and an Instagram page to see what we're up to regularly as well.
Great. Awesome. Well, I will include all that information in the description of the Facebook and whatever social media we use. And Bo, anything else for you?
I don't think so. I think the nice warm spring weather is coming, so everybody get outside and enjoy the sun.
Looking forward to breathing. Yes. All right. Well, thanks
Yes,
again, Bo. And you have a great day.
you too. See you,
Thank
Sean.
you. You betcha. Stay on, and I will